I met an ancient warrior whilst walking in the woods. His wizened face had many lines, he talked of many gods. I sat and listened to his tales, the hours they passed by. I knew that all he shared was truth, I knew he did not lie. He talked of days before my age when mankind was still young, of dancing just to call the rain, or when his tribe sang song. To the spirits of their ancestors, to help his tribe be strong, their message was a simple one: be true and do no wrong. The lessons that the gods have hid in every leaf and rock will make you wise if you have eyes and wisdom to unlock. The wind will teach your tribe to hear all that the gods do share: the owl, the beaver, caribou, the bison and the bear form part of all, must be preserved if man is to survive. All life is sacred, care for it, and do not let your tribe harm any living creature unless you really understand their lives are also precious and are part of life's great plan. Take only what you need to eat and do not kill for sport, for spirits are in everything, your life they will support. Only if you have respect for nature's sacrifice, revere their passing, mourn their loss, respect their gift of life. He talked about the days before the white man came in ships, the freedom that the tribes once had before his tribe's eclipse. They roamed the forests and the woods, they climbed the mountains' range. In harmony and deep respect, they walked the hills and plains. His ancestors would hunt for food, but always with respect. Their teepees made of bison hide, their lodge like minarets, would reach up bravely to the sky, would shelter from the storm. On winter's nights through thickest blow, his tribe was always warm. Then white men came with greed in heart and desperate to possess all that belonged to ancient tribe. Each treaty was transgressed. One winter morning sorrow cast their camp in deathly blue. Their blood was shed without a care, they died in crimson hue. The spear and arrow was no match for guns and shells of brass. His ancient tribe was mown down like the cut of Greenlawn's grass. A sabre slash or pistol shot killed each and every brave. All that was left were bodies dead, not one was spared that day. But how, said I, if all are dead, can you recite to me what happened to your tribe that day? Explain this mystery. The ancient warrior then looked back and said with softest tear, remember all I shared with you. And then he disappeared. I wandered home in deepest thought at all that had transpired. His message, clear and gently shared, was one that I admired. So now I dance the ghost dance, and I sing the spirit song, and I pray that all the white men from the land will soon be gone. And if the gods will listen to this heart that is sincere, more ancients will return to teach us all how to revere each and every living thing. I pray for elder sage to once again return and share his wisdom in this age. But if you're lucky, you might meet a warrior such as he, and he might share with you one day his people's history. But if you do, please understand his visit is for you. The wisdom of the ages shared must be your new purview. 'Tis not enough to listen well and then ignore what's said, for otherwise this planet dies a little more instead. The forest with its covering of leaves so verdant green will not exist for grandchildren to wander in their dreams. Our ice caps are all melting, and the oceans day by day are rising up to levels which the scientists all say will cover landmass occupied by poorest of our tribe. Already we see all the signs. It's time to feel the vibe. The legacy of what we share should not be squandered thus. Our planet is all that we have. Our children, they must trust that we in turn will now protect this planet's olden view, that warriors from ancient past will teach us what to do. For science cannot convince man nor stop eternal greed from decimating everything. The white man is obscene. Tomorrow is a day for him that never seems to come. The lesson we should learn from him, he speaks with a forked tongue. Whilst famine, flood, disaster, death await us down the line, the white man in his corporate guise is simply counting time. It matters not to him, you see, for profit is his god. This planet's just another way of increasing his wad. His offices are totems of the richest of the sick. We need to make another buck and store another brick of gold or silver, platinum, perhaps a jewel or two, for rainy days when oil runs out or a hurricane blows through. For only 1% of man, it's usually the whites, are getting rich at our expense. Who cares about the plight of starving children everywhere, or if the planet's dying? They won't be here when all is lost. They aren't the ones who are crying. So warrior, please hear my prayer and share your world of old. Come tell the white man what is wrong. He does need to be told. Our planet's getting hotter still with greenhouse carbon gases, and if the few will not be told, try telling all the masses. Reveal your wisdom of the age with people who will listen, and help mankind to reunite with one shared golden vision. An earth that's cared for by us all, a legacy anew. A place for every living thing, your wisdom please imbue.